Anybody here want to listen? No, not today. Not today. I'll be looking after the job.
May I now call upon our officiating guests to come up front on this extra theme stage here that we have. We have Mr. Bassanio So, the Director of the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office. We have the Honourable Minister Joseph Cordiano, Ontario Minister of Economic and Development and Trade. We also have Mr. Joseph Lam, Executive Vice President of Delcan International Corporation. May I now invite Mr. Bassanio So to say a few words of welcome.
The Honourable Joseph Cordiano, Peter Boyd, Joseph Lam, Jim Pierre, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the reception jointly organized by the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Office, the Ontario Export Incorporation and the Delcan International Corporation to celebrate Delcan's winning of a 42.5 million Canadian dollar project to design and implement the trade control and surveillance system for Route 8, a new highway under construction in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is one of the busiest cities in the world, with limited space, difficult terrain, and dense building developments. Construction of highway infrastructure is always a challenge. Despite all the constraints, over the years, Hong Kong has developed a very comprehensive road network with a total road length of about 2,000 kilometers and a number of outstanding transport landmarks. Among those, the Chiang Mai Bridge, which links the airport in Lantau Island to the city, is the longest suspension bridge in the world, carrying both road and rail traffic. To maintain Hong Kong's position as a regional transport and business hub, the Hong Kong government is committed to continue investing heavily in transport infrastructure development. The ambitious transport infrastructure development program involves a total investment of about 50 billion Canadian dollar, including some 33 billion Canadian dollar investment in railway projects and another 13.5 billion Canadian dollar investment in road projects. As Delcan and many other companies will agree, Hong Kong is a truly free economy. We provide a level playing field for all those who do business in Hong Kong. Our economy is built on free enterprise, free trade, and free market open to all. All our infrastructure projects are open to international bidding. Moreover, government procurement procedures are among the most transparent in the world. We welcome talent from around the world to come to Hong Kong and play a part in our infrastructural projects. No doubt Hong Kong will present a lucrative market for Canadian companies who have expertise in transport infrastructure. But when you consider your Go East strategy, you will not be eyeing on Hong Kong's market alone. There is a much bigger market up north. The rapid economic development in China generates substantial and persistent demand for quality engineering services. Many Chinese developers see Hong Kong as a shining example of successful infrastructural development. They benchmark on Hong Kong's success. Many Chinese investors prefer using Hong Kong's engineering services to support their mainland projects because of the knowledge of the mainland market, the strength of Hong Kong's company in respect of quality control, management, and technical skills. Using Hong Kong as your launching pad, just like Delcan and many others, or teaming up with the Hong Kong partners is a winning strategy for exploring the mainland market. Our office and other Hong Kong family members, like the Hong Kong Trade Development Council, Invest Hong Kong, and Hong Kong-Canada Business Association will be pleased to talk to you further on the opportunity offered by Hong Kong. Once again, I would like to congratulate Delcan for your well-deserved success in Hong Kong. With our office present here in Toronto, we will surely call you up for any aftercare services whenever there is traffic congestion in Route 8. Thank you.
I'm delighted to be here to honor Delcan and its success. And you know, Delcan has a long history of successful projects in Asia, and I know that you know, they'll continue to provide innovative solutions well into the future, some of which I think we could use right here in the Toronto area. But we'll talk about that in terms of traffic congestion at another time, but for another day. But this project and Delcan's involvement in it is a prime example, I think, of the kinds of initiatives we need for Asia, for our Canadian strategy with respect to China, to Asia in general. And I think it demonstrates very clearly how we can succeed, how Canadian companies can succeed in foreign markets, in Asia in particular. It's not just about selling what we have to offer and then, you know, leaving it alone. It's not just about exports. It's more than that. It's about building relationships. It's about building partnerships. Partnerships with the private sector, between the private sector and government. I've often talked about how in Ontario we have a lot going for us. We have capable, skilled labor. We have a highly educated workforce, and we look to that workforce in the future to continue to make us a more innovative economy. And to that end, our government is investing very heavily in education to ensure that we are on the cutting edge when it comes to a highly skilled workforce, providing the best skilled, most educated workforce in the world. Beyond that, it's also important to recognize that if we are to compete in markets like Asia, we need, as I say, an integration between the private sector and the public sector as well. Both our educational institutions, universities and colleges, the fine work that they do with respect to research and development, we need to integrate what they're doing with what the private sector is doing. And I think this is the way we will proceed with respect to a strategy for Asia, with respect to a strategy for winning additional markets around the world. It's only by working in partnership that we will successfully compete in the future, applying all the advantages that we have as an economy. So today we are here to congratulate, to honor Delcan and its successful contract. I think, as I say, they are a shining example of how we can do business in the Asia market, and there's more to come. Our government, the McGuinty government, is determined to have a successful strategy with respect to the Asian markets. But we can only do so if we leverage also the advantages we have with respect to the diversity that makes up this province. We want to use the contacts that exist in the Chinese community and the Asian community and leverage those to win support abroad for additional work, for additional investments, expanding our export markets. This is a strategy that previous governments haven't utilized. I think we are wasting resources and wasting the tremendous opportunities that we have if we don't take advantage of that. Canada, is unique in that regard. In Ontario in particular, we have such a diversified population, and yet we're not taking full advantage of it. Today I see that advantage being utilized. We need more Delcans competing around the world, and particularly in the Asian markets. And as we expand our horizons, as our government looks to develop further linkages around the world, particularly in Asia, as everyone knows is becoming far more important to us. We look to work with the Chinese community, with the Asian community in general, to expand our opportunities there. And I think this will lead to some success. So I'm happy to be here today to congratulate Delcan for its fine work for many, many years, and continue with your success and bright prospects for the future. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Minister, for your accolades, and thank you, Bosanio, for your congratulations. But let me thank all of you who braved the crazy weather today to come out to celebrate with us. I really appreciate that. I'd like to thank our co-host in the Ministry of Economic Development and Trade, headed by Minister Cordiano here, and also Bosanio So, leading the troops of Hong Kong Economic Trade Office. And I also like to thank you, Bosanio, for allowing us to use this charming building as a venue. I think it's fantastic. And of course, Delcan has been in business in Hong Kong since, I think, the mid-80s. And we have done many projects, including the Tsing Ma Bridge, the West Harbour Crossing, the Hong Kong airport system, and so on and so forth. But Route 8 by far is our largest project to date. And for that, we are here today really to celebrate the success of Canadian expertise, particularly Ontario expertise, and also pay tribute to international partnerships, particularly between Ontario and Hong Kong. As I mentioned, we've been in Hong Kong many years and with many successes. And throughout the years, we have received a lot of help from Hong Kong ETO office. Your encouragement, your information, your help in establishing contact. And indeed, Bosanio, you're right. We found that Hong Kong has been a very level playing field. Sometimes too level, actually. Everything there is very transparent and open. The government engineers are fair and very open, and it's really a pleasure to be there. And of course, the Hong Kong government engineers, having a culture of respecting the rule of law, they respect our contract clauses and to the level, actually. So it's a pleasure to work there. And of course, don't forget, Hong Kong is easy to get to and easy to work in, because before I started Hong Kong, I had a vision that wherever there are traffic congestions, there are good business for Delcan. And wherever there are traffic congestions, there are great hotels, good restaurants, and fantastic karaoke bars. So Rexley will be enjoying the karaoke's in Hong Kong in a few months' time. So, and of course, we found also that with the great banking communication facilities in Hong Kong, it serves us as a very good base to attack the China market from, and in fact the rest of Asia. And we've been using our Hong Kong office to that extent. You may be interested to know Basanio. And of course, but make no mistakes though, the Hong Kong government engineers, as I know Dan Manor found out, is very competent, no nonsense, and quite demanding actually. So you have to do an absolutely good job. You have to be excellent, you've got to provide the top expertise. And I'm pleased to say, Mr. Minister, that we Ontario firms have no problems in this regard. Because the Ontario government, through its Ministry of Transportation, has been providing Ontario firms like Delcan many opportunities to acquire innovations, new skills that we can export overseas. For example, the Ontario government entrusted Delcan some years ago to build a compass system on 401. And today, on a daily basis, except yesterday, our Delcan software is running the traffic on 401, which by the way is the heaviest highway in the world, running some 400,000 vehicles a day. And through very advanced fiber optics network, also designed by Delcan. So with these skills, we can compete quite effectively overseas. And as the Chinese says, you give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man how to fish, he eats for a lifetime. And we've been taught how to fish by the Ontario government. And now we are landing big fish offshore. Of course, talking about international trade partnership, we have always relied on the help of Ontario Export Inc. Sometimes they give us financial assistance, probably not frequently enough, but always they give us very down-to-earth advice, give us a good survey of the market area, help us to establish contact, and people like, help from people like Al Waba, Jim Thompson, and Philip Wong have been invaluable to Delcan, Mr. Minister. So I don't know whether you give them a promotion tomorrow.
There's no money left.
By the way, Bill Sanderson is hearing me, so well done, OEI, for helping us. Thank you very much. And with that, I'd like to conclude the remark. I'm very happy that you're here, and I'd like to thank my co-hosts again, and I hope that you all enjoy yourself and have a nice lunch. Thank you very much.
May I now invite Mr. Tony Wong, MPP Markham, and Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Economic Development and Trade to come up to have a group photo with us. We would also like to invite Mr. Bill Saunderson, Chairman of Ontario Exports Inc. Mr. Saunderson, please. We also like to invite Mr. Jim Kerr and Peter Boy of Delcan International Corporation to join us in the group photo.
Delcan 香港咧佔一個營業額咧佔總公司嘅 percentage 幾多咧？
一時時啦，即係喺我哋最高峰期咧，佔我嗰個 division 都有成一半㗎。
咁未來 Delcan 嗰個發展路向會唔會喺即係亞洲區咧，或者香港係 China？
即係而家我哋準備咧，利用香港嘅基地做基地同埋香港嘅 track record 咧，係盡量進攻大陸嘅 market， 亦都其他亞洲國家，例如馬來西亞。
咁你覺得今次你哋嗰個即係 bid 到個 contract 咧，成功在於係咪因為加拿大嗰個科技技術，即係所攞到你個 contract 咧？
呢個係一個條件啦。另外一個條件咧就係咧各界都有幫助，即係譬如話香港政府啊，呢個 Economic Trade Office。 提供資料啊，同埋咧亦都幫手政府啊等等。
咁你提過就 Delcan 香港以前80年代已經開始㗎，冇錯。咁佢真正發展期間係最近10年啦，定係點？
唔係啊，我哋由1991年開始已經有好多大 project，例如個青馬大橋啦、西隧啊等等，不如喺香港興建新機場嗰時咧，我哋都有受惠到好多 project。